a sponsor who's willing to put his money.
Okay, will she now be the one to seek for the sponsors for the women's team, national teams?
No, it is the property of Nigeria and the Nigerian Football Federation.
Exactly.
And if you're an executive committee member, and you are in charge of the women's league, why not? If you can bring in money, why not?
Yeah, guys, let's stick to the main point now. The ideal situation then will be for the Nigerian Football Federation to have enough money to ensure that this,
teams don't are not withdrawn from this.
Whatever competitions they qualify to, they go for it.
Absolutely.
Because it helps with the development, the exposure, the experience.
If countries like Gabon that are less endowed financially and otherwise, and Zimbabwe, all these countries are participating in all this under whatever competition, I think that Nigeria has no moral right to withdraw their girls. Because, again, you'll be creating unemployment.
Let's go back to Victor Osimhen. We're talking about Victor Osimhen. Yeah. Obviously, we're seeing him at under 17 level, top scorer, loads of goals, at the World Cup. And what I'm expecting from him now is just 18 and playing in the Bundesliga for a big club like Wolfsburg. There's going to be pressure. But do you think, is he at that stage yet of his career where he can start to deliver like almost immediately?
Absolutely. If Iheanacho is already doing what he's doing with Man City, I think everybody now who is a Nigerian who played alongside some of these players should use him as an instance and say, look, what he's doing here, doing what he's doing with the likes of Kun Aguero and all the superstars that are in Man City, I can do better with Wolfsburg. And that is what I think he should do. I think he's got the skill, he's got the scoring ability. Yeah. What he needs is the confidence. And he should self-inspire himself to say, look, I can do it. Impossibility, as I always say, is nothing.
It's nothing. He can do it. All the best for him. All the best. Definitely, he will need all of that. Now we'll talk about the FA Cup. Now that's what is going to get us talking this weekend. And the big one everyone is looking forward to is Manchester City and West Ham. West Ham United, they're actually reeling from the loss to Manchester United. But the good thing is the player who got sent off, his red card was appealed, and of course, he was set free, but the coach is still not happy about that. Then for Pep Guardiola, we talked about baptism of fire when you come to the English Premier League. It's always very, very difficult. We'll just go through the FA Cup fixtures for this weekend. Manchester United and Reading. Jan Stam is returning to Old Trafford. Remember the player who was actually sold by Sir Alex Ferguson after some controversial issues? So he's right now the coach of Reading. So he will be coming to Old Trafford.
He was told at the first station, at the gas station to wait. And when Sir Alex got there, told him, you are going on loan.
Obviously, there was a breakdown in relationship between Sir Alex Ferguson and Jap Stam.
The infamous book that is actually published.
The book, that totally spoiled their relationship. But it's good to see him back, back coaching, managing now. Let's see what he can do. Perhaps, they say the FA Cup usually upsets happen, right? So let's see
how we can create an upset and say, Sir Alex, if you are watching, I'm paying you back.
No, he's going to be there. He's
paying Jose Mourinho back.
Bolton Wanderers and Crystal Palace also be in action. Everton and Leicester City, there's another cracker there.
That's going to be a big cracker.
Old City and Swansea City, these two guys struggling in the Premier League.
19th and 20th.
20th. Okay. You have Preston North End and Arsenal. Arsenal, okay, just have to be at the top of your game here. Liverpool and Plymouth will also be in action. Chelsea and Petersburg, Tottenham, Aston Villa, Sunderland and Burnley, all Premiership clash again.
Ben, you've seen the fixtures now. Where are we likely to see the upsets?
Chelsea, Aston Villa is a banana peel. I think that Chelsea need to be very, very careful against, especially the problem with these games is that most coaches try to juggle players. Those who have been on the bench, you try to bring them into the field to be part of the team. You want them to feel that they are also part of the team. And so in that process, what you see is that because of the loss of confidence and lack of, at times match rustiness, these players don't come to the party. And so if Chelsea makes that mistake of bringing in maybe 6 new players,
all changes,
all changes, there will be problem. Because Aston Villa is going to roll out everything they have because they are struggling to return to the English Premier League. They just dropped last season. So that is one possible area I fear. I also fear Arsenal too, because against Preston North End, Professor Arsene Wenger has this attitude of saying, look, this game, I'm not playing Peter Cech, I'm not playing this. He dropped perhaps 70% of the main squad and bring in new players. And you see, these guys are playing at home and they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They have nothing to. In fact, if they beat Arsenal, they will celebrate as if they won the World Cup. But if Arsenal beat them, it's nothing. It's no news. So as Professor Arsene Wenger too needs to be very careful. That's another banana peel. And if he brings in too many new players, I won't be shocked if Preston North End upsets them. These are the two key ones. And then, of course, the Man U Reading game. Jaap Stam is angry. He's not hungry, but he's angry. So he wants to vent his spleen on there.
But what about the one for Friday night, tonight, I mean, Manchester City, West Ham? I think because Pep Guardiola says he's going to be having a special FA Cup. How special would that be for him?
Well, Pep Guardiola is already talking. He's been under pressure some few weeks now, and he's already talking of ending it all in football. It's because of the pressure of the English.
He didn't say that.
He made such indication. And against West Ham, that is also desperate. After what many people thought they shouldn't have, a game that they shouldn't have lost anyway. And of course, Man City is at home. And looking at that closely, I think that it's a 50-50 chance. It's a 50-50 chance. I think that Man City will take it. And I will be surprised if Kelechi starts again. And this is what we are talking about, opportunities. If he's given an opportunity, he should go there and take it with both hands. If they say Kun Aguero stay on the bench, let Kelechi start. Let Kelechi go and prove that he can score goals. And this is a game to prove his mettle.
Okay, right now, if he starts that game, you're thinking he'll obviously be the match winner scoring?
Absolutely, if he starts. If he starts, and I hope he's watching us, we are up for him. Go there, prove that you are a superstar and that you can do as well as Kun Aguero, who is the Argentine point man. You are the Nigerian point man too, alongside Alex Wood. So go and prove to us that you can do it.
So that next year, at least, you also have his name among the best players in Africa.
Absolutely,
not
I expect
young
to see next year when they are drawing up the top three. I expect to see at least two Nigerians.
We're looking at Victor Moses, top three. We're looking at Victor Moses, Kelechi, and Alex Wobi.
It's a possibility that the three will be all Nigerians because we are doing so well now.
Ben is getting a bit
sentimental.
Excited and
anyway, here now. No, we'll go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll be looking at the papers. And the big one this morning is that, all the papers are saying Mikel Obi is already in China. We'll come back to look at that.